And fall officially arrived back in September, speaking of those leaves, right? But colder fall weather took a little longer to settle here into Idaho, and when it arrived, it marked the end of the outdoor garden season.
So today on You Can Grow It, Garden Master Jim Duthie gathered a few pictures that many of you posted on the You Can Grow It Facebook page, showing your garden successes and inspiring the rest of us for next year's gardens.
The growing season has pretty much come to an end now that frosty mornings have arrived, and while the vegetable garden is finished for the season, there are still many plants and blooming flowers that thrive in the cool fall weather. Here are a few pictures that our fellow Idaho gardeners have shared as autumn settled across Idaho. Pamela Hess-Bly shared this pretty combination of coleus and other plants around her door before the frost arrived. Coleus is always a colorful addition, and some varieties exhibit beautiful autumn shades. This pretty coleus belongs to Sue Kuziage and really has done well, measuring 4 feet wide. And fall looks spectacular in Randy Wood's garden as the colors began to change in the trees, the grass, and the ground cover. Early fall is the time for picking grapes. Zahin Tariq shared his final harvest of juicy grapes. Ben Stewart had quite a haul of delicious Armenian cucumbers, and Stephanie McKeag had a bounty of acorn squash as this growing season wound down. Pumpkins are an iconic symbol of fall, and Belinda Thiel had a plethora of pumpkins, enough to decorate her whole neighborhood for Halloween, in all shapes, sizes, and colors. Many of us had an explosion of tomatoes as the heat of summer gave way to milder fall days. Sheila Clark's red cherry, grape, and yellow pear tomatoes were certainly prolific. And some varieties of heirloom tomatoes can grow to be very big. Britt Boudreau shows us one of her Rockinar Roma tomatoes that's as big as her hand and weighs in at well over a pound. And Brandy Van Dam Brewer says she didn't know her Brandywine tomatoes could grow this big. Peppers seem to love the summer heat. Salvador Chip Madrid is going to have some delicious salsa from this huge variety of chilies and peppers. And Julie Lynch grew a crop of unique, tasty baby chocolate sweet peppers. It was a great fall for flowers, especially summer and fall favorites like zinnias. This bumblebee drifted off to sleep in one of Kathy Smiley's pretty blooms. And this monarch butterfly, Idaho state insect, loved the nectar of these pink zinnias in Diane Echemendi's yard. Cosmos are showy flowers, and Margie Adams Barnett caught these bright bloomers standing 10 feet tall in her Payette garden. And Kim Hovren had a beautiful mix of October bloomers in her flower bed, with petunias and feathery celosias. Even flowers more common in spring and early summer kept blooming on into fall, like this pretty periwinkle blue delphinium in Cindy Carlson's garden, and Roy Cordingley caught this stately white iris blossoming in his yard at the end of September. And how about Sandy Stone's eye-popping bright pink hibiscus that stole the show? The bees loved Eve Palmer's purple asters, another fall favorite. But dahlias were real showstoppers this year. Some of you mentioned that they took a long time to start blooming, but Shelley Thomas found some beauties to gather into a colorful bouquet. Some of the large dinner plate dahlias come with some interesting names, like Kathy Clark's Gets Crazy, and my own Mango Madness dahlia. Marge Doherty grew this frilly red dinner plate dahlia with white tips, and Elizabeth Evans combined zinnias and dahlias in this eye-pleasing arrangement. Finally, mum's the word as frosty fall mornings arrive, as they don't mind the chillier temperatures like these in Elodia Dixon's garden, and this pink and white border of mums in Sunny Holland's yard. A row of pink mums makes a dazzling display along Stacy Tully's back fence. Gold is a popular color for fall mums, as John Farnham shows us, but Shirley Hall finishes with this dazzling globe of red mum blossoms. The arrival of fall and winter doesn't mean you can't keep your green thumb in shape. There are still some wonderful things you can grow indoors until spring returns next year. And, as always, you can grow it.
I can't, but you can.
Yeah, I can't either, but all of you can.
Yeah. As the weather turns colder, we'd love to see pictures of your indoor gardening projects, or just read your advice and share answers to gardening questions on the You Can Grow It Facebook group
And
page.
it's easy to become part of Idaho's biggest gardening club. Just text the word GROW to 208-321-5614, and we'll send you the link to join You Can Grow It, which now has more than 10,000 members. Just incredible.
Must be a lot of good information on it.
Yeah.